Okay, so I want to talk about some NBA players and refs that made me go this past week. Let's start with the Nuggets Thunder game where Melo got hurt. If you haven't seen this footage yet, please look it up because it is hilarious. Melo's got the ball, he's being guarded by Durant. He gives Durant like a little shove, looks like he's about to drive towards the lane, and then he falls down on what looks like a poor attempt at a flop. So, falls on his butt and then he like sprawls out on the court, just looking like he's being dramatic, right? So the refs call a travel, rightfully so, and they start moving towards the sideline to give the Thunder the ball to inbound. One problem, Melo's still laying on the floor, just sprawled out, looking dead. So refs and players are all not interested because they're thinking there's no way possible that he's really that hurt from that play, so he'll get up, let's go, the game must move on. So Thunder inbound the ball, Melo's still laying on the court. Nuggets steal the ball, Melo's still laying on the floor. Now J.R. Smith has the ball. JR. Dude comes like full speed up the court. You're thinking that maybe he's going to call a timeout, but instead he practically jumps over Melo as if he's a hurdle instead of a 230-pound teammate on the floor, throws up like this wild 10-foot finger roll that does nothing but airball, gets his own rebound, so he's called for the travel obviously, and now and only now do the refs finally stop the clock and have medical staff come out to the attention of Melo on the floor. Do I think that Melo was actually as hurt as he made himself seem? No, I think that he was being dramatic and he was embarrassed that he lay there for as long as he did, so he just stayed until somebody came. But regardless of whether the refs agree with me or not, whether the coaches agree with me or not, you still gotta stop the game if a man is laying on the floor unconscious. Because if he's not crying wolf, you're asked out if he's really hurt and you just let him lay there and let the game go on. I don't know if the refs were trying to prove that they don't give preferential treatment to superstars, but you can definitely prove your point without letting men die on the court. George Karl, they need you back badly. Get well soon, get well soon. Andre Blatche, oh my Jesus. If you didn't see the Wizards-Nets game, why would you really watch that? But you gotta look up the footage. Andre Blatche had 20, 13, and 9 going to the end of the game, so he needs just one more rebound for a triple-double. So, dude is like really boxing out hard trying to get this rebound. 32 seconds left, Nets ball, they put up a shot, it misses, he's right under the basket, but ball flies like towards the right wing, towards the right elbow. So he like sprints to go get it, but Brook Lopez already has the rebound, so he fouls him in trying to get it. He's livid over the foul call, running up and down the court, like going crazy over it. When he gets over himself, he gets focused on getting a rebound again. Chris Douglas-Roberts throws up an air ball and it falls right into the hands of Martin, Blatche's teammate. Clearly Martin's going to grab the ball because that's what you do. As a basketball player, you're taught to grab the rebound if you can. Now look out for your teammates and their stats. Blatche gets pissed off that he was not allowed to grab that rebound as if Martin was somehow supposed to let it fall into his hands. So poor Martin is like confused and apologetic because he thinks that he was supposed to let Blatche get the rebound. No, you weren't. Why are you worried about his rebounds? Is he on your fantasy team? Because if not, you shouldn't really be worried about his stats. You don't play for stats, you play for W's. But Blatche is crazy. And it gets worse. There's 8 seconds left now. The Wizards are shooting free throws. McGee's at the line. He makes the first one. Blatche realizes he's not going to have another chance to get a rebound. So this crazy man, the foul lineup is Yee from the Nets, then Blatche, then somebody else from the Nets. This crazy man really leans into Yee and begs him to let him get the offensive rebound if McGee misses the shot. Blatche, really? First of all, you probably should have gotten Yee's translator onto the court to translate the craziness that you were trying to explain to him. And second of all, even if he did go along with your ridiculous idea, what kind of pride would you take in getting a triple-double that way? How pathetic is that? To get it by like yelling and screaming and demanding the ball at all times and then begging and then doing it all against a team that barely avoided setting a record for the least number of wins in the NBA. Blatche is out of his mind. I think he would have given up his firstborn child for a rebound that day, but at the end of the day, he didn't get it and he just ended up looking like an asshole. Last player that made me do my face this week was Earl Barron, but he did it in a good way. If you haven't been watching the Knicks lately, you might not know who he is. I can't lie, I had no idea who he was when he walked out on the court against the Celtics. He walks out and all I see is the number 30 jersey and all I could think is, damn, we really never retired Bernard King's jersey. And I know a lot of people will say he only played 4 seasons, but I love that dude, but that's a different story. Anyhow, I'm thinking this dude's gonna disrespect Bernard King's jersey by going out there and playing like ass. He's probably just got a 10-day contract. He's up from the D League. What can he possibly do? But before you know it, he's got 17 and 18. He's a rebounding machine. He's setting screens all over the place, moving well without the ball. I mean, he looks solid, and you don't know if it was just that one game, but the next game he had 15 and 9. The one after that, he had, I think, 8 and 13. So he's raising some eyebrows, not looking bad. My only concern is that he's bounced around the D League for a while. He's played with the Heat and the Hornets, so I'm wondering why it is that he didn't make it with them. So if anybody has any feedback on him, I'd actually appreciate it very much. I guess that's all. I look forward to talking playoffs next week. Bye, everybody.